Hello YouTube, this is my review of the Galloway Precision Sigurd enhanced trigger for the Ruger LCP Max. You get a close-up look of it at it here. We got a mostly straight trigger. It's got a little bit of a curve to it, and of course a trigger dingus, because in the year of our Lord 2022, every gun maker in the world appears to think that they need a trigger dingus on their firearms. Now this has about half the take-up of a standard LCP Max trigger, and it hits a very solid, firm wall, and I think it's about the same amount of pressure, about 6 pounds to break the trigger, but because it's aluminum, it's a much crisper, more precise break, so it's a very good trigger upgrade. As far as the ability to shoot this accurately with precision, this is a huge upgrade. And I was able to make 25-yard shots versus 8x12 A-zone steel plates, no problem before. So it's even easier now. I mean, should be able to easily do that beyond 30 yards, easily. Now we'll clear this. Okay, we're clear. No mag. Nothing in the chamber. And I'll show you the pull. So we got this much take up, you can see, which is about half of what the factory trigger is. But there's enough there that you feel it moving. You'll know when you're on that trigger. And it gives some degree of safety margin. So you get to here, and then we recock, reset, reshoot, recock, reset. And this is something that you just can't get from a video, but the feel compared to the plastic factory trigger is so crisp and precise compared to what it was before. Okay, one last time. Okay, now another point of contention among the internet that I've noticed by watching a lot of Ruger LCP Max videos. This is, by the way, my everyday carry pistol. I have several reviews of it online on my page, so just go ahead and check them out if you please, if that interests you. In any case, one of the points of contention of this pistol on the internet that seems to freak a lot of people out is they think the gun is fully cocked, and if the sear were to break or something, that it will just fire. So one of my subscribers has pointed out that there is actually a second notch, like a half cock notch, that if the sear were to break, it will catch the hammer before it falls all the way. In addition to that, the hammer, I mean, you can argue whether it's fully cocked or not, but if you could see that right there, if you watch, you'll see that this hammer does go to the rear more before it fires. Let's see if we can get a real close up of that. See that? Let me get a light. See your hammer. See that moving? So there's definitely some rearward movement. I would estimate that it's about 90% cocked, not 100%. Now, one of my subscribers explained that that's just the camming action, and it has to pull back that that last bit to clear the sear. However, it's obviously not fully cocked because it goes back farther. And if it was fully cocked, it would not go back any farther whatsoever. So, you know, that's that issue. I personally don't worry about it. You know, it's got enough safety features built into it that I'm not worried about it. The gun is drop safe, so, you know, I have not seen a single issue of anybody having a sear failure causing one of these to shoot. And they've been on the market for a year now. If that was going to happen, it would be happening. So that's my review of the Galloway Precision Sigurd trigger. It's a nice upgrade. And I should probably point this out, as this is very important, why I upgraded this trigger. I actually like a true double action trigger. I like the metal trigger that came on the custom model, the 10th anniversary model, and you could still get it through distributors with a stainless slide, the LCP 1.5. And that is it's the one model has a red one, and the other one with the stainless slide has a silver one. But it's a true double action trigger, but a much nicer trigger than the original LCP, and I really like that. And if they made this gun with that trigger, I would get it in a heartbeat. However, this is the only show in town. And, the trigger that comes with it is actually not bad at all. Like I said, I could no problem hitting the 8x12 steel at 25 yards with a pistol this small. Pretty good accuracy. But the reason I upgraded it is because I noticed that the trigger was starting to wobble side to side, not forward and back, side to side. So I took it apart, and it had developed a crack in the trigger. So I took the old trigger out, and it is incredibly thin on the mating surfaces. Inside the action, right up in here, the trigger is like, the plastic is like a 1/16 of an inch thick, and that's just crazy. So I could have got Ruger to send me a new trigger for free, and they're a great company. They'll upgrade their part. They'll replace the parts, no questions asked generally. Just mail you whatever you need. But I wouldn't trust that again. This is my everyday carry pistol. If I were out and about and the zombie apocalypse or whatever started, WROL breaks out, or SHTF, this is what I got. It's got 13 rounds of ammo, so it holds 13 rounds of ammo. I carry a spare mag on my person and another one in my car, so I'm not worried about capacity. And I carry 380 plus P Underwood XTP hollow points that meet all FBI criteria for penetration and expansion. So, I'm not worried about the firepower of the gun or the effectiveness of the gun, but I need to know it'll work. And that plastic trigger, that was a no-go, at least for me. So, this is a nice high-quality aluminum trigger. I know it's not going to break. I know it will be sturdy and reliable. And at the same time, it's much crisper and more precise than the factory trigger. So should make it significant. It does make it significantly easier to shoot accurately and with precision. So that's my review. I hope you guys find some value in this. Throw a like on here, and hopefully maybe you'll subscribe. I have a lot of videos on the LCP Max and shooting in general on my channel. And I hope you guys all have a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas. And that's Freedom by Me out.